There is a hidden force within every word you speak, a spiritual current that flows through the invisible realm each time you open your mouth. Words are not empty, they are carriers of energy, intentions, and spiritual laws. Though the world may underestimate the power of speech, those who walk a spiritual path know the truth. Your tongue is either your greatest weapon or your greatest downfall. Every sentence you release creates a ripple in the unseen world, shaping destinies, relationships, and your own alignment with the divine. It's no coincidence that in the beginning, God didn't build the universe with hands. Let there be light, and there was. That divine pattern was stamped into you. You were made in His image, and with that came the sacred ability to speak reality into being. That's why your words are not just sounds, they are codes. They either bring forth light or invite darkness. Many people go through life unaware that their speech is casting spiritual votes over their life and others. They gossip without discernment, thinking it's harmless conversation. But in truth, gossip opens a spiritual portal of disorder and distrust. When you speak on someone's life without being present in truth and love, you're operating in a realm that God never assigned you to. You are stepping into the territory of judgment, and judgment attracts judgment in return. It may feel like entertainment to the flesh, but it is spiritual sabotage to the soul. The whisper of gossip does more than damage reputations. It blocks your own elevation. God cannot bless a mouth that curses others in secret. And then there is mockery, an act that might feel like humor but is, in truth, a deep violation of the divine image. To mock another person is to ridicule God's creation, to find amusement in what He called fearfully and wonderfully made. When you laugh at someone's struggle, weakness, or difference, you are rejecting the craftsmanship of the Creator Himself. This kind of speech carries the energy of pride, and pride precedes a fall. What you mock in others may eventually appear in your own life as a mirror of humility. The universe has a divine way of teaching those who dishonor others with their tongue. So be cautious, not fearful but deeply reverent of how you speak, because nothing spoken is ever truly lost. It is either planted to bless or poison. Complaining may feel justified, even normal, especially when life is challenging. But spiritually, complaints are not harmless. They are declarations of rebellion. Every complaint says to God, "What you've given me is not enough. I do not trust your timing. I do not believe in your provision." This is not to say you cannot be honest with God. He welcomes rawness. But chronic complaining is a sign that faith has been replaced with entitlement. It was this very energy that kept the Israelites wandering the wilderness. Their constant murmuring built a spiritual wall between them and their promised land. The same happens today. Complaining does not change circumstances. It hardens hearts, invites bitterness, and delays breakthrough. Even more dangerous is the habit of speaking death over your own life. Many curse themselves without even realizing it. They say, "I'm always tired," or "I'll never be successful," or "nothing good ever happens to me." These are not just expressions of frustration. They are spiritual agreements. You are aligning your life with what you believe, and your words become the proof of that belief. Heaven and hell both hear your words. Your spirit hears them too. Your words either fuel your faith or feed your fear. So stop agreeing with your wounds. Speak healing. Declare what God says about you, not what trauma has trained you to believe. Faith doesn't ignore reality. It speaks a higher truth in the face of it. Words spoken in anger are particularly dangerous. In moments of emotional heat, the tongue becomes a flame. Harsh words erupt and burn through relationships and spiritual clarity. Anger may be human, but how you speak through it can either resolve or destroy. The enemy loves to use moments of rage to hijack your voice and turn it into a weapon against those you love, and even against yourself. Sometimes silence is the most spiritual act you can choose. Just because you feel it doesn't mean it should be said. Let your emotions pass through the filter of wisdom before giving them sound. But just as words can destroy, they also carry immense healing power. A single word of encouragement can break the grip of depression. A kind phrase can restore dignity. A prayer whispered in faith can shift an entire atmosphere. When you choose to speak life, to bless, to affirm, to uplift, you become an extension of God's voice in the world. You participate in His redemptive power. Your words become medicine. You don't need a pulpit or a microphone to be impactful. Just speak from your spirit and with intention. Even in silence, there is spiritual movement. There are moments when not speaking is the most powerful choice you can make. Silence does not mean weakness. It means mastery. Jesus remained silent before his accusers. He had every right to respond, to defend, to explain. But he knew that some battles are not won with words but with restraint. Divine silence is strategic. It protects your peace, guards your energy, and allows God to speak on your behalf. Not every comment deserves a response. Not every lie needs correction. When you hold your tongue in wisdom, you create space for the truth to rise on its own. So use your voice like a sacred instrument. Speak with purpose, declare with faith. Refuse to let your tongue become a tool of destruction. Instead, let it be a vessel of light, clarity, and divine expression. The world is shaped by words. So is your life. Choose them as if heaven is listening, because it is.